Good evening, everyone. We are from the CSM team 4. So we are all sub teams are present here, sub team 1, 2, 3, and 4. So today we are going to do a activity called as Mission Mars. So in this activity, each one has to select a few items. Each every means like all of the teams combinedly we have to select five items which will be useful for the stay in the Mars. So everyone will be suggesting some items, and we will be having an negotiation so that we could finalize few items. So I'll start with two items. So according to me, the first item which is most useful is a space repair kit, because if there is any issue regarding the spaceship, we can repair it immediately. So the second item is mental support health tablets. I think it is most useful because the atmosphere is new for us, for our human health. So, according to me, more than our human health, our mental health should be stable, because we need to think about the atmosphere and all for the repairs and everything.
I agree with your statement, but oxygen tank is also one of the available items on Mars. It is essential for breathing, and without it, the survival is also impossible because all living beings are dependent on oxygen only. So oxygen is also one of the available items.
What is that?
Mental support health
Another thing?
repair, space repair.
Okay, space repair kit is very important, but this mental and physical health, when you are taking your colleague, he'll give you a mental peace. No, why taking those tablets when you have your colleague? When you will work together many years, no? So he'll give you the mental. You can both together. You'll have some peace there. So it's better to take extra food there, in my point of view.
Apart from that all, I suggest a portable shelter, which is useful. It helps, which means it gives protection from strong winds, rains, heat, and etc., which is very useful for sustaining their.
Actually, I have a point regarding the portable shelter. Since we have our spaceship, so I don't think shelter is a useful thing. We can use our spaceship as a shelter, permanent shelter.
Yeah, I think so. Shelter okay, but communication is one of the main part now. See, we are being in the Mars, and we have to communicate from our space center to where we are there. So I think the satellite transmitter is one of the important thing, because the communication is more important, and what we are going to do on the Mars depends on the instructions which we have been received. So I think satellite transmitter is must be there.
Yeah, I totally agree with your point. Satellite transmitter is very most important when we are going to Mars. So as he said, communication is very important there. And if we don't know the route and if we miss anything, this communication transmitter helps us very much.
Oxygen cylinder is also one of the important thing. It increases the breathing problem.
Yeah, but what about the first aid kit? When the injuries and the life threatening the Mars, it is no medical
The
support.
spaceship is already providing you a medical first aid kit, and why are again taking it to the Mars? I think it's unnecessary to take that.
And
First
another
aid
thing
kit.
I think is, since you're going to the space, you'll be having a space suit. So I think it is the most compatible with this injury regarding issues, and it is the most safe for you for us, so that we don't have any injuries. So I don't think first aid kit is a better option. Okay.
So finally decided what are the five things we have to carry them in the Mars.
Water purifier is also smarter to carry a little amount of water. It is also useful for us.
But the water purifier is already installed in the space,
Yes.
so I don't think it's a good option. Finally, I think as Karthik mentioned, satellite transmitter and space repair kit, and what else?
Types of oxygen
Oxygen
Oxygen.
cylinders,
Okay, I say okay. Oxygen cylinders
extra food.
and extra food. Okay.
What if oxygen cylinder will not working gas? Emergency oxygen mask also we have to take.
Yeah, but in spaceship you don't need oxygen, right?
Yeah, in Mars there is no oxygen. Right? We have to take an emergency oxygen mask, which will provide.
Your point.
No, there is no chance of repairing oxygen mask. No? I mean, before going itself, they'll give you a very prepared one. So why it will get repaired or something? Why it will get damaged?
What is
Anything else?
What about we talk about the energy sources which we need the electricity for the satellite which we need, and there are no magnetic fields on the Mars as we contain it on Earth. Like, what about that? We also need the energy source, right? Like electricity for the whole satellite.
Yeah, but
Also,
it-
as we communicate to the Earth, we also need that energy source.
It is already
it is
embedded
already
in
integrated in the
the
spaceship.
spaceship itself. No, so
Yeah. Also, we need to improve the habitats on the satellites.
So finally, I think satellite transmitter, space repair kit, extra food, and some oxygen cylinders.
cylinders.
And I think we have one more place for an item.
Yes, we can take any another
what
extra
it
food.
is?
We already discussed about food. Is there anything that is necessary to take to the Mars?
Spacesuits.
Spacesuit is already provided.
Spacesuit is not a mandatory.
I think I have a point. I think drones are important since for the work we have gone to the Mars. Since we can't move by walk, we can't go to further places. So I think drone is a useful option according to me.
Okay,
Okay.
It helps in mapping.
so we have decided on 5 items. That is drone, satellite transmitter, extra food, oxygen
Space
cylinders,
Space
and
repair
space kit.
Space repair kit.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
kit.